Hey teachers, it's that little tech guy here, just ready to give you a tutorial on Google Classroom and how to archive your classes and how to reuse assignments or posts from previously archived classes. We're at that time of year where we're closing out school and you want to clean up your Google Classroom in order to get ready for next year. So what you need to do, first thing is open your new Chrome browser and go to Google Classroom. As you'll see up on my screen, I have my Google Classroom dashboard opened up and my classes all laid out. So one of the first things hopefully that you have noticed is within each class you will see that you have the three little dots. And if you're not aware of this, the three little dots in a Google function or Google program are your friends. They're like the right-click button on a mouse where there's shortcuts or additional features. So if I look at Google Classroom and I click the three dots, again, it gives me move, edit, copy, and archive. If I go over to my Chrome browser, you'll see that I have three dots. And when I click on those, again, it opens up more options for me. So I'm done with this Ed Technology classroom right here, and I want to get rid of that. I do not want to see it in my Google dashboard anymore. So I simply go over here and click on the three dots, and I can do one of two things. This is a class that I was invited to. I could leave the class and say adios, see you later, and away I go. Or if it's a class that I created, like this one here that says Google Classroom, I could archive it. So I'm going to take this class right here and I'm going to go archive. Once I archive it, it tells me that the class is going to be gone, that the files and the assignments, I have to activate the class again in order for it to make it happen. Nothing gets deleted once you archive a class. Everything is still inside there. It just gets hidden from your dashboard, so it cleans it up. So I archive it, and away we go. It's gone. I'm going to grab this cursor over here, and just so that you guys can see. So as I scroll through my different classes that I have, maybe I want to have access to that class again. If I click the three tabs here, I click on this one, I scroll all the way down, and what you will see at the bottom is it says archived classes. So if I click on archive classes, it's going to open up a menu like a new dashboard of all of the classes that I have previously archived. And as you can see here, they all have these striped lines through them. And the reason they have the striped lines through them is because the classes have been archived. So I could reactivate this class. So I could go on the three dots. If I wanted to delete the class permanently and forever, and note that when you do this, you can't get it back. There is no undo button. There's no, hey, I want to come back tomorrow and access that class. Once you delete it, it's gone. However, you can restore it. So the restore button, if I press the restore button, it's going to restore that class back to my dashboard and make it active, as well as allow the students that are within that class to become active again. So if I go back here and go to my classes, you will see that that class is active. Now, let's hypothetically say that I go into my archive classes and I'm looking at a class that I created. Let's call it Intro Tech 1, Intro Tech 4, and I'm going to look at the sections here, Section 4, Period 7. So if I click on this, I can still access the class. I can still look at the content. However, the class isn't active. So anything that's posted, nothing would show up to students, okay, because the class is active. But you can see that I still have assignments and all my content in there. So if you want to use content as you start planning for next year, let's say you already know that you're going to be teaching biology class, and you have grade 10 bio and you want to get it set up and add some stuff to your stream and classwork page. Let's go back to our classes and say hypothetically that you create a new classroom. Okay. And for this one, I'm just going to go into, let's call it this Google Classroom, which is just a class that I used when I was training Google Classroom. But you want to reuse posts from archived classes? No problem. go to classwork. When you go to classwork, you want to go to create and then go reuse post. If you go to reuse post, this can be from any of your active classes as well as your archived classes. So I can click the back button, and as I scroll down, you will see that I have all of those classes that are archived. So if I wanted to choose an assignment from an archived class, I could go to this archived class, scroll through and say, this is the one that I want to reuse. If you notice here at the bottom, it says create new copies for all attachments. I'm going to check that off. So if I had originally it's set up so that it would make a copy for each student, it's going to make new copies for everybody. I'm going to, oops, I got to move this over a little bit. There we go. Click the reuse button. Apologize for the internet. So this is a great tool if you are, this is essentially Google's way of, they don't allow you to duplicate classes. You can't just take your biology class from this year and automatically post it into next year's class or to this year's. You have to reuse things. You have to kind of strategize it. But it's very simple to just quickly reuse it. Now, when I say reusing it, that comes with you organizing your Google Classwork page so that you're using topics, and you're using ideally some type of organizational unit. So if you're going to do digital citizenship, then I would start, which I didn't do here, have digital citizenship as my topic, and then this might be 1.3. So I would have, let's say, digital citizenship unit 1, and this would be, if it was 0.3, this would be the third assignment within digital citizenship. That way, when you go back into reuse, you can easily find those assignments. So as you notice here, all of the content has been put there. I have make a copy for each student, a whole bunch of information that's already been posted for them. And if I wanted to assign it to the class, I'd just assign it as I normally would. Click on the classes that I want to assign it, check it off, and press the assign button. So I hope this helps you understand how to archive classes and how to reuse posts from previous classes as well as archive classes. Have a great day, teachers, and stay safe.